Welcome to another episode of the F Podcast, where we empower women through their menopause journey with holistic wellness and strategies. I'm your host, Gayu Lewis, and today we are diving into a topic that's crucial for our health and well being: xenoestrogens. But did you know that not all estrogens are good for us? That's what we're going to dive deep in today. So, what are these xenoestrogens? You might wonder. Now, xenoestrogens actually are synthetic chemical compounds that mimic the structure and function of natural estrogen in our body. The term xeno means foreign. So, xenoestrogens are essentially foreign estrogens. These compounds can bind to the estrogen receptors in our body, and they either activate or block the natural normal hormonal functions. Now, unlike natural estrogens, xenoestrogens, they're not produced in our bodies, but they are introduced through various external sources. Xenoestrogens are prevalent in our environment. They're like so easily found, and they're actually found in many everyday products that we use. Now, what are some of the most common sources? Number one, plastics. I can't imagine anybody's house without plastics, but many plastics, particularly those containing BPA and BPS, release xenoestrogens. Now, these chemicals are often found in the water bottles, food containers, and it's actually even in the linings of canned foods. There are the drinking water bottles that you use, it has a number one written down, which means that it's supposed to be for a single use, not reused again. Now, when these plastics are actually heated, imagine you put a bowl in a microwave, they can leach higher amount of these chemicals into your food and beverages. Number two would be your personal care products. Now, many shampoos, lotions, cosmetics, and even deodorants, they contain parabens and phthalates, which are known xenoestrogens. Now, parabens are used as preservatives, while phthalates are used to make products more flexible and to help fragrances last longer. Checking product labels for these ingredients can help you avoid them. Number three, pesticides and herbicides. Now, non organic fruits and vegetables are often treated with pesticides and herbicides, and these contain xenoestrogenic chemicals. Now, washing your produce that you buy from the market thoroughly and opting for organic options when possible can reduce our exposure. Whenever you get your produce from the market, put it in a bowl of water, sink, put baking soda, salt, and actually let it be so that you're actually removing as much of this xenoestrogens as possible. Number four, industrial chemicals. Now, certain industrial chemicals used in manufacturing processes can also act as xenoestrogens. For example, polychlorinated biphenyls, which is basically PCBs, which are used in electrical equipment and byproducts of industrial processes, are potent xenoestrogens. Though many of these chemicals have been banned, they persist in the environment. So, even if in an environment where if you have some industrial exposure, toxic exposure, the amount of xenoestrogens that you can inhale or get into your body is much more. Last but not the least is our household products. Some household cleaning products and detergents contain xenoestrogens. Now, try switching to natural or eco-friendly cleaning products. They can actually minimize our exposure. Dr. Mindy Pelz, a leading expert in women's health, has extensively discussed the impact of xenoestrogens in her work. She notes, understanding where xenoestrogens come from and taking steps to avoid them is crucial for maintaining hormonal health, especially during menopause, when our bodies are already undergoing significant changes. Now, let's look at the effects on our body. Now, like I mentioned, xenoestrogens are chemicals that mimic the effect of the natural estrogen in the body. They can bind to estrogen receptors, activating them and initiating estrogen-like responses. Now, what happens because of this? This can lead to an overabundance of estrogen-like activity. which can eventually disrupt the body's natural hormone balance. A study published in the journal Environmental Health Perspectives investigated the effect of xenoestrogens on estrogen receptors in our body. Now, the study found that exposure to xenoestrogens can significantly alter the function of estrogen receptors, which eventually leads to various health issues. Now, for example, xenoestrogen can interfere with the body's hormonal signaling pathways, now potentially contributing to the development of hormone related cancers. It's not something that we want to hear, but that's what it does. Now, xenoestrogens can disrupt the body's hormonal balance, particularly during menopause, when natural hormone levels are already fluctuating. This disruption can lead to a range of symptoms, including irregular menstrual cycles, weight gain, and mood swings. Now, for us menopausal women, the added disruption of xenoestrogens can increase symptoms like hot flashes and night sweats, as if they were already not troubling us. Now, the disruption of hormonal balance by xenoestrogens is associated with several health risks. These include an increased risk of hormone related cancers such as breast and ovarian cancer. Xenoestrogens are also linked to reproductive issues like fertility and endometriosis. Additionally, they may contribute to metabolic disorders like obesity, diabetes, and metabolic syndrome. In this segment, we look at reducing exposure to xenoestrogens. How can we actually reduce this exposure? Number one would be lifestyle changes, right? Let's avoid plastics. Instead of using plastic containers, switch to glass or stainless steel. For example, now use a glass water bottle and a stainless steel lunchbox. Avoid microwaving food in plastic containers. Instead, use glass or ceramic dishes. Number two, choose natural personal care products. Look for products labeled paraben-free and phthalate-free to avoid xenoestrogens in cosmetics, shampoos, and lotions. Number three, food choices. Try and opt for organic fruits and vegetables whenever possible. Wash your produce thoroughly to remove pesticide residues. And if you actually want to be a little more creative, grow your own vegetables if you have the space, and ensuring that they are free from harmful chemicals. Number four would be household cleaning. Switch to natural cleaning products or make your own. For instance, like a mixture of vinegar, water, and some essential oils can be an effective and safe cleaning solution. Number four, read labels. Check product labels for ingredients such as parabens, phthalates, and BPA, and try avoiding products that contain these chemicals. And make your own recipes. Consider making your own personal care products using natural ingredients. Say, for example, a simple body lotion can be made with coconut oil, shea butter, and some essential oils. And you know that it's good. It's not got added any xenoestrogen, so it's best. Last would be like filter water so that your exposure to xenoestrogens in tap water is reduced. Last but not the least, choose natural fabrics. Opt for clothing made from natural fibers like cotton or wool, of course, if your weather permits you, because synthetic fabrics again contain chemicals that act as xenoestrogens. Now, this brings me to a very, very important topic, which is detoxification. Now, why is detoxification important? Now, detoxifying your body from xenoestrogens is crucial, especially during menopause. Now, our liver, it plays a key role in detoxification, but it does become overwhelmed by the constant influx of these synthetic chemicals. Now, there's a common myth that detoxification is just about food. A common misconception about detoxification is that it's solely about what we eat. Now, while diet is certainly important, detoxification encompasses much more than just food. It's about reducing our overall exposure to toxins in everything that surrounds us, including personal care products, household cleaners, and environmental pollutants. Now, we're going to take a look at the role of diet in detoxification. There are certain foods that can help support liver detoxification. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts contain compounds that actually naturally aid in breaking down xenoestrogens. Turmeric, a powerful anti-inflammatory spice, can also support liver function. Now, in addition to diet, lifestyle practices are crucial for detoxification. Regular exercise and sauna therapy are excellent for detoxification. Now, when you sweat, sweating helps remove toxins from our bodies, and staying active supports overall metabolic health. Now, reducing our exposure to xenoestrogens also means being mindful in what we use in our daily lives. Opting for natural and organic personal care products, avoiding plastic containers, and minimizing the use of household cleaners with harsh chemicals can all contribute to reducing our overall toxin exposure. Detoxification is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process. By making conscious choices to reduce our exposure to toxin and support our body's natural detoxification pathways, we can promote overall health and well-being, especially during menopause. Detoxification isn't just a trendy buzzword. It's a vital process for our health, especially during menopause. Now, think of your body as a well-oiled machine, except instead of oil, it's dealing with a constant influx of synthetic chemicals like xenoestrogens. Over time, this can clog up the works, leading to hormonal imbalances and a whole host of unpleasant symptoms. Now, let's talk strategies, right? That's what we want to know. Now, we're not just talking about sipping a green juice here, although that's not a bad idea either. Detoxification is a multifaceted process that involves supporting your body's natural ability to eliminate toxins, particularly those pesky xenoestrogens. You all know I'm a big believer in the power of nutrition. Your liver is your body's detox powerhouse, but it needs the right fuel to function optimally. Now load up on cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, kale, Brussels sprouts. They are like little detox superhouses, helping our liver break down and eliminate toxins. And don't forget about herbs and spices like turmeric, which are packed, they're like powerful anti-inflammatory and they really support liver health. Supplement is sometimes necessary because, let's be real, life gets in our way and we need that little extra support. That's where actually supplements come in. Milk thistle and dandelion root are two heavy hitters known for their ability to support liver function and enhance detoxification. Incorporating these into your routine can give our body the boost it needs to clear out those xenoestrogens and get back to balance. Another powerful tool in your detox toolkit is sweating. Sweating it out. Exercise gets our blood pumping and the sweat glands working overtime, helping to flush out toxin from our system. And if you really want to kick things up a notch, consider incorporating sauna therapy into our routine. Not only does it feel amazing, but it also helps our bodies release toxins through the skin. Talk about win-win. Take charge of your health. That's the bottom line. Detoxification isn't just a fad. It's a fundamental aspect of maintaining health and hormonal balance, especially during menopause. By prioritizing nutrition, incorporating targeted supplements, and embracing lifestyle practices like exercise and sauna therapy, we can take charge of our health and reclaim our vitality. So, there you have it. We've covered a lot in this podcast about those sneaky little troublemakers called xenoestrogens. They're like imposters in our bodies, messing with our hormones and causing all sorts of chaos, especially for us menopausal gals. We talked about where these pesky xenoestrogens hide out. Think plastic, personal care products, and pesticides. They're everywhere. They're lurking in the shadows of our everyday lives. But then we dived into how these imposters wreak havoc in our bodies, throwing our hormonal balance out of whack and upping our chances of facing some serious health issues. They're not exactly the kind of guest we want at our hormonal party, right? But fear not, we also explored some practical tips to kick these imposters to the curb. From ditching plastics to choosing organic goodies, we've got plenty of tricks up our sleeves to minimize our exposure. And let's not forget about detoxification. We chatted about how giving our bodies a little detox TLC can help flush out these unwanted guests. Think of it as a reset button for our hormonal health. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with this. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to our hormonal health. So let's arm ourselves with the facts, take control of our well being, and tackle menopause head on. If you enjoyed today's chat and want to hang out with a bunch of fabulous menopausal warriors like yourself, why not join our tribe over at the F Coach Menopause Wellness Tribe? We've got plenty more tips, support, and laughs waiting for you. Thanks for tuning in, friends. Remember, together we've got this menopause thing covered. Menopause, why pause? Let's play.